what do you even say after seeing something like this? Because I don't have the answers.
Step back, I think I'm gonna vomit!
So The Substance is a brand new satirical body horror film. The film is directed by Coraline Fargett. I think that's how you say that. But it stars Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley, and Dennis Quaid. Elizabeth Sparkle faces a devastating blow on her 50th birthday as her boss fires her. Amid her distress, a laboratory offers her a substance which promises to transform her into an enhanced version of herself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have seen a lot of gross and disturbing content in my life. Everything from The Thing, to the Saw franchise, to Terrifier 2, to the most abhorrent shit on LiveLeak. I have seen it all. But as far as The Substance, it is definitely up there with one of the most grotesque and most disturbing movies I have ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this, but you should probably not eat while watching this movie. I'm being serious. In my opinion, the movie doesn't get really gross until the third act. And at that point, I was saying to myself, you know what? This movie is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But as soon as we hit that third act, I immediately ate my own words. We went from mild blood and gore to full-on Resident Evil. But not only is this movie gross as far as the body horror goes, it's also pretty gross with how the media and Hollywood create these toxic beauty standards for women, but I will get into that later. If you know me, you know I am a huge sucker for practical effects, and boy oh boy, this movie, practical effects galore, let me tell you. The amount of practical effects used in this movie is a masterful achievement in filmmaking. It's movies like The Substance that really make you wonder, why doesn't Hollywood use more practical effects? Because it is way more effective than CGI. For those practical effects scenes, I wonder how long did it take to do that makeup, because it must have took hours. But man, that final product was worth it. Like, imagine taking the most grotesque monstrosity from Resident Evil and bringing it to life. That is how good the practical effects are in this movie. It was wickedly disturbing. Like, why is there a titty falling out of somebody's eye socket? I don't want to see a titty fall out of somebody's eye socket. And let me just say, the performances in this movie are just incredible. The biggest standout, without a doubt, was Demi Moore. Demi Moore was the heart, the soul, and the glue of this movie. Her performance was absolutely captivating in this movie. This movie was like a whole new world for Demi Moore, because if you look at her past films, this is something completely out of left field for her. So to see her partake in a movie like this is quite interesting. When it came to bringing in the tension, the heartfelt moments, Demi Moore knocks it out of the park 100%. You're able to feel the character's pain. You're able to feel sorry for her. And even though you understand where she's coming from, you don't agree with the actions that she takes. But imagine being someone in their prime, and now they're no longer in their prime, and you see how your boss is essentially trying to replace you and get you out of there because I guess you're no longer on the market. That can really cause someone to take some really drastic measures, especially when they miss that level of stardom and fame. But Demi Moore was riveting in this movie, and truth be told, I could really see her getting an Oscar nom for this. Now, when it comes to strange and odd yet unique films, Margaret Qualley is no stranger to that. And let me just say this real quick, fellas. I did not know Margaret Qualley was built like that. I owe her an apology. I was not familiar with her game. Like, hey, whoa, hold on now, baby. What's all that movement back there? But Margaret's performance was just as fantastic. I thought she did an excellent job at playing this hot, new, young girl in town that is here to take the crown. When it came to showing the parallels between Elizabeth and Sue, it is crazy. Elizabeth is someone who feels that the world no longer values her. She feels that with her no longer being in her prime, her whole life is crumbling right before her eyes. Like, she's slowly fading away from existence or relevancy. But with Sue, she is on top of the world. Everyone loves her. She can do no wrong. She is on her A game. She's getting all of these endorsements. She's on the face of a billboard. Meanwhile, Elizabeth is literally eating her feelings away. But I love the two parallels between Elizabeth and Sue, and the actresses did a phenomenal job. Even Dennis Quaid was fantastic. He plays this absolute ignorant sleazebag of a Hollywood producer who is constantly itching for the latest and greatest thing. And the more you hear this guy talk, the more you realize, yo, this dude is not a good man. And let me just say this, and this may be one of the most bizarre parts of the entire movie. The runtime for this film is 2 hours and 20 minutes. This is practically a 2.5-hour movie. But the thing is, the movie makes excellent use of its runtime. Every single minute of this movie mattered, and if you blink, you might miss a crucial part to the story. Now, I know that runtime may be a concern for all the TikTok brain folks, but for everybody else, You will appreciate it. And going back to what I was saying earlier about how Hollywood and really the media creates these toxic beauty standards for women, yeah, that is the biggest theme in this entire movie. And the movie delivers that message in the most insane batshit way imaginable. For some reason, Hollywood and in particular social media creates these really phony and unrealistic beauty standards for all women, even for men as well. But in this case, we're going to focus on the women because according to social media, if you don't have a chiseled six-pack, you're not less than 100 pounds, you don't have blonde hair, blue eyes, then you're not pretty. You got to have B-cup boobs, you got to have a nice ass, and if you don't have none of that, why are you living on this planet? I know I'm kind of over-exaggerating it a little bit, but those are the typical beauty standards I have seen social media try to portray onto women. And I'm here to tell you right now, I think that's mad fucking weird. Let me see. How old are you, baby? Oh, you're not 22. Oh, you're 48. Oh, well, skedaddle. We don't want you, girl. We don't want to see no 60-year-old woman in a one-piece bathing suit. We? Who's we? You taking French classes now? Like, what is this we shit? Sir, have you seen Angela Bassett? What are we talking about? I'm going a little bit off topic, but listen, hear me out. To all the ladies out there that may come across this video, love yourself. Love yourself for who you are and what you got. Don't let the media tell you what you should have. And if you don't have it, you're not good enough. You are beautiful. You are loved. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. But going back to the review, my biggest issue with this movie was the existence of the company who creates the substance. For example, how long has this company been around? How far do their operations expand? Who else is using the substance? How is the substance made? Is this FDA approved? Well, based off the third act, it's not. But you know, we're not gonna get into that. The point is, details like that mattered to me. Like, I'll be honest, if I'm a 50-year-old man and I use the substance to create a younger, better version of me, and then I ended up misusing the product and whatever damages was done to my body cannot be reversed, I'm snitching. Then again, I too would face charges and go to prison because I bought an illegal substance off of the black market. But in the end, y'all, The Substance is one of the most unique and one-of-a-kind movies I have seen all year. From start to finish, it is a wild roller coaster of emotions. And any movie that can make my stomach turn, you've won. So plugging The Substance into my veins, I mean the rank system, I am placing this one into the pinnacle zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for The Substance. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about The Substance. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you in love with Margaret Qualley all of a sudden? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.